There it is. So I met him at a party. He was perfect. He was the kind of guy where everybody in the room wanted to be his friend, and then all the girls wanted to date him because he was funny and he was charming and he was gorgeous, and he wanted to know about me. He wanted to know about my past and my fears and my hopes and my dreams. I mean, he was like a breath of fresh air.
Good morning, officers, and welcome to training day 59. Today's topic, sex trafficking. Sex trafficking includes the harboring, transportation, or obtaining of a person for the commercial purpose of a sex act, which is often induced by force, fraud, or coercion. The following two personnel across the country surveyed key cities with high human trafficking rates. This is the report of the findings of that study.
Hi. Do you want me to sit, here? Got it. And do I look into the camera? Duh. Sorry, I'm just a little, nervous. And I wanted to clarify I'm not gonna be, arrested for this, right? Okay, thank you. I met my trafficker in high school. He was a grade above me. And he lured me out of high school with the promises of a good life, assuring me I could just get my GED later. We dated for 6 months. You know, he even met my crazy family. We did adventurous dates and we fell in love fast. You know, I honestly thought he could be the one. Traffickers often lure their victims by gaining their trust, posing as a boyfriend, and offering their victims all these false promises. But you don't get it. You don't get it. We were in love, and we just wanted to start our life as soon as possible. A life interrupted, like an hourglass in motion, suddenly stopped. The International Labor Organization estimates there are over 30 million victims of sex trafficking globally, with over 1.5 million of those victims in the US today. Yet, too often when we talk about sex trafficking, we picture it as something that only happens to someone else, a stranger, kidnapping, and dark rooms. Yet the overwhelming majority of trafficking victims have a relationship with their trafficker, an employer, a family member, a friend, or even a partner. And that's the reality that we need to start facing. So today, through the prose My Boyfriend Sold Me by Rebecca Binder, and I Didn't Know My Husband Could Be a Trafficker by Kelly Wells, and the poem In Full Bloom by Dana McCauley, and the report What Human Trafficking Really Entails by the U.S. Department of Justice, I present to you A Life Interrupted, a program. Because when we fail to recognize the various causes of human trafficking, we fail millions of victims, leaving them unseen, unnoticed, and unheard. One day we packed up and moved to Vegas. I love saying it like that. I think he knew I was a little stressed out because he came up behind me and kissed my cheek, telling me to get ready for a night on the town. So I grabbed my new sparkly pink dress. It was so romantic.
Major findings from the study suggest that 1. Local law enforcement is ill-prepared to recognize human trafficking, even when the crimes of this action are in plain sight.
Looking, seeking, wanting help, but lips sealed shut. But lips sealed shut by the mere thought of survival and, and in fear. On our drive, we were talking like usual, him and his goofy self. But he pulled into this dead-end road instead of the nightclub we were supposed to be at. You know, I honestly thought he'd taken a wrong turn. There were people during my exploitation that could have clearly seen signs I was being trafficked. Sorry. Like this lady at a clothing boutique I used to work at. You know, she would often come in and ask me if I was okay, but my trafficker parked his car outside the front of the store, so I always said, yeah, I'm fine. He looked at me and he said, this building right here, this is an escort service and you're gonna need to sign up. 2, local law enforcement are not truly informed, even when the crimes are in plain action. Escorts? Come on, this wasn't my plan. This wasn't my plan. He started advertising me online, without my knowledge, and then that's when men started coming to my apartment to rape me. I didn't even know I was being trafficked or prostituted then.
3, most local law enforcement don't even know the severities of this case, even when they are in plain sight.
I knocked on the back door, and I had a young man in a business suit let me in and grab his wallet and count a little over $300. He then pulled me on top of him. My trafficker separated me from my family, my support system, because it helps them to gain control of you. My trafficker married me. I felt so stuck. Where am I? Where am I? I don't know where I am. Can someone please help me? I don't know where I am. When I got back into the car, he was sitting there with his feet on the dash.
How much did we make?
$300. That's when he slapped me. He slapped me across the face. He'd never done that before. And with huge red eyes, he said, "Don't you say a damn word!" How did I get here? I don't know where I am. Can someone please help me?
Stay silent, you motherfucker!
You know, he kept promising me one more day, one more month. Come on, you can do it. One more year. But this went on for 6 damn years. 6 years of my life taken from me. 6 years of my life gone. It's time we start seeing every single victim. Because when we picture it happening only one way, then we miss all the other ways that it can happen. Because the reality is, I never realized it could have been me. Because I wasn't dragged from under a bed or trapped in a room with duct tape over my mouth. The reality is, 195, get 195, 195, 200, and so to the highest bidder!
Officers, do you have any remaining questions? at the end of the presentation any remaining questions.
The reality is that my boyfriend